Under Trump's new order, you don't have to commit a crime to lose your freedom. You just have to be mentally ill, or queer, or too loud, or visibly poor, and that's all it might take. So let's talk about Trump's latest executive order, because it doesn't just criminalize homelessness, it lays the groundwork to institutionalize people under the label of mental illness, and that should scare everybody. So here's what the executive order says. It orders the DOJ and HHS to, quote, roll back precedents that limit civil commitment of those who are mentally ill, addicted, or unable to care for themselves. So what does that mean? It means that the federal government wants to make it easier to forcibly institutionalize people. And here's the danger. These terms, mentally ill, unable to care for oneself, are so broad and so vague that they've been abused before. Historically, trans people, queer people, even women who were too outspoken were diagnosed as mentally ill and locked away for it. And now, right-wing influencers are calling queerness a mental disorder. They joke about Trump derangement syndrome like it's an actual illness. And if you think that that language doesn't bleed into policy, you have not been paying attention. Because this order actually doesn't just criminalize homelessness, it ties federal funding to cities that enforce bans on urban camping, loitering, even squatting, and it tells the courts to re-examine protections that have kept people out of institutions for decades. So let me ask you this. If they get to decide who counts as mentally ill, what's stopping them from saying it's the trans kid, the drag performer, a protester with a megaphone, an immigrant mom who doesn't comply? This is not mental health care. It's control. It's erasure. And we have seen it before, just not on this scale.